Okay, kia ora everybody. Today I'm joined by Jess and Heather from IMSLE, and today we are going to bust some myths about dyslexia. All right, myth number one, dyslexia is rare.
Absolutely false.
Okay, myth number one busted.
1 in 5 to 1 in 10 of us have dyslexia, and we need to do something about it.
Awesome. Okay, dyslexic learners have low ability and will not succeed.
Also false. Need to have systems in place to help them learn.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's all through life as well, from school right through to within the workforce. And that's actually something I feel passionate about. I don't want to talk too much, but that is something I feel passionate about as my son moves into the workforce, is having workplaces aware of the systems and strategies that they need to have in place to support our dyslexic learners. Okay, myth number 3, dyslexia equals learning disabled.
Another false.
Awesome.
Now,
Do you want to give us a little bit more information on that one?
we know for absolute certainty that it's now a difference in the way that we learn. The brain needs to learn the same things as everybody, but it's the way that we learn. So crucially, tier 1 is the most important. That's the big focus. That needs to be optimum for all learners.
Awesome. Exactly. All right. Myth number 4. Dyslexia is difficult to profile and diagnose.
Another false one. It's actually easy, but you do have to know how. We don't want everyone to go and be diagnosing, but yeah, we can profile for sure if you know how.
Yeah. And I didn't actually look on my way down, but one of the things that I know comes up with this one as well is that what about the idea that we have to wait until the child is 7?
No, not at all. Usually I would say probably about 5.5. We need to sort of have that 6 months, if we can, of instruction first, give them a chance to learn and then see how they respond to quality instruction.
And just in terms of that, what kind of things should teachers be looking out for and parents be looking out for in order to do a little bit of profile? I know that because dyslexia is, we've got a difficulty with the sounds and the connections. What sort of things should we be looking for in terms of sounds and connections with the letters and the sounds?
Yeah, absolutely. So any difficulty in learning those, struggles with fluency, poor spelling, anything sort of along those lines, it's good to just keep an eye out.
Yeah, and also with the fact that we've got structured literacy within schools, we will start to see kind of like those the bumps in normality a little bit more clearly, and so we can put our little red flags up with those students and perhaps provide a little bit more remediation.
Yeah.
Okay, myth number 5, reading difficulties will disappear with age.
Again, this is a falsity. You are born with it, you have it for life. Fluency may always be a problem for somebody that has dyslexia, but we're now armed with knowledge that helps us to help every age. We talk so much about coming into school, but of course there's so many of us now who are armed to help the older learner as well. And Heather, just today, a fabulous guy crossed my path, a 47-year-old gentleman, and he actually said to me, I think I may be undiagnosed with dyslexia. He asked me, is it hereditary? Is it, he gave me a few examples of something that he really struggles with, and he was very brave and shared things with me. And I was able to actually give him a couple of pointers just to help him when he gets stuck. And he drove away from my house this morning, incredibly grateful. So it's every age, it's everywhere. So absolutely, yeah, it's for life, but you grow with it.
You do. And one of the things that I like to often talk about is I don't have dyslexia, but for me it's still lifelong because my son has it. And because it's hereditary, my grandchildren and my grandchildren's children. And so for me, it's still lifelong. So that's just another little interesting perspective to think about it as well. Oh, okay. I love this one. Number 6, dyslexia involves letter reversals and numbers.
False. So, yeah, some children will do that up to sort of age 8. It can be developmental, but if it's persisting, then we want to have a closer look at that.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's profiling our students. And we've got our little red flag. We've got some letter reversals going on. We've still got letter reversals going on past 8 years old. Yep, absolutely. Okay, myth number 7, dyslexia is caused by, I love this one. Dyslexia is caused by parents not reading to their children.
Well, you're never going to believe it, but this is false as well.
Oh, there we go.
There is so much information out there now that relates to the fact that although it's a fantastic thing and we want to wholeheartedly encourage all readers to read to each other, with each other, share all the great vocabulary, extend that fabulous lexicon that dyslexic people can have too, it is not actually the parents' job to teach if they've not gone down that route. They've chosen their vocation, we've chosen ours, and we are responsible as the trained educator to do something that is actually training. And our learners, they do not catch reading, they are taught it. So you can sit somebody in an automatic car and they probably wouldn't go far wrong, but pop them into a manual and they come a little bit unstuck. You do it the other way around and every manual driver can drive an automatic. So as much as that's a way kind of analogy, we need to be able to give everybody the tools they need to do their learning. So yeah,
I love the car analogy. It's so concrete, isn't it? It just, I love the car analogy.
Yeah.
And I often think too that if it worked like that, then after a couple of years of sitting in the car, our kids should just be able to sit in that driver's seat and drive off, but they can't. They have to be taught. All right, myth number 8. We did actually just touch on this, cannot be diagnosed until year 3 or age 8. So, did we have anything to add to that one? We know that one's false.
Yeah, no, I think we're good with.
Yeah, we can be identified and diagnosed from 5.5. All right, myth number 9. Dyslexia can be treated.
It's absolutely it's false. And we're born with it, we live with it, we make it work for us as individuals. The great thing that we can now do is assess, have a look and respond to the learner in front of us and become the intervention that they need to be their best. And the IMSLE way of working for dyslexic learners is driven by that. It is driven by finding a solution for every learner. So absolutely, we can intervene, but no, it's not something that's treatable. It's not a medicated sort of diagnosis. So
I'll let you in on a funny thing. Is that I actually, before I started learning about dyslexia, I thought that it could be. I thought that once my son had the diagnosis, then I could safely hand the papers over at school and say, there we go, now I'll fix him. So and look, honestly, this is only 7 years ago. So it's
Heather, absolutely. And very nice of you, because you're not going to be on your own with that train of thought.
Absolutely. Awesome. Okay, just before we finish this very, very quick video about the dyslexia myths versus facts, is there anything else you'd like to add to any parents out there listening? who think their children may have dyslexia, they may be dyslexic themselves, what advice would you have for them?
So I would just say that there's a lot of value in profiling dyslexia. Yes, we can diagnose it, but again, you've got to know how to help and how to get that support. So profiling is incredibly important.
Oh, and what about advice to teachers?
Dyslexia is not associated to IQ. It's not associated to vision or hearing. If you can get those concrete sort of factors out of the way, they're sort of Ministry of Health based. It's actually being able to see that once you've done some real quality tier 1 intervention, we want early intervention as quickly as possible. And a hunch is usually where it starts. You get a feeling about a learner, but you need to be really specific as a teacher in gathering that information so that you can take the conversation forward. Be brave about those conversations. Use the word dyslexia when you're at that point. And just make sure that any assessments you're running are fit for purpose. The dyslexia is on a continuum. It's a continuum of challenge. We know we've got them in our classrooms. Keep your eye open and be fair to all your learners.
That is awesome. All right. Thank you, Jess and Heather, for joining me today to give a quick overview of dyslexia, myths and facts.
No worries. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.